morning, students. Again, this is Sachin sir, and we are going to discuss about the short problems of non-profit making organization. Till now, I've uploaded 2 more videos of non-profit making organization, and I hope you got a clear-cut understanding regarding those videos where I have discussed the one of the videos was of the revisionary video regarding the things we have discussed till now in non-profit making organization. Then we have discussed the formats, then we have discussed the features of the financial statements of non-profit making organization, and also recently uploaded video was the difference between the financial statement, that is receipt and payment account and income and expenditure account. Okay, so I hope you have gone through it, because in the last videos I have asked you to get your concept clear regarding this chapter or this concern, so that we can solve the problem without any hesitation or without any hassles on any difficulty or complexions. Okay, so in this video we are going to start our problem part, but the problem that we are going to discuss today or solve today are not the problem that comes as a long question. Okay, remember, so the questions that we are going to discuss today are short problems. That means if they appear in your exams, they will appear as 3-mark questions. So why I am discussing these questions? Because these questions are found as the adjustment for the main problem, means the long questions. Those long questions that come as a problem in your exams, on those questions, these shorter questions, the problem that we are going to discuss today are coming as the shorter adjustments or the given as the additional information in your question. So without solving these short questions, we cannot go to long question directly. Okay, so before going to the long questions, we should learn how to solve these shorter questions of the non-profit making organization. So before watching this video, I am telling you again and again that before watching this video where I am going to solve today certain short problems of non-profit making organization, there please go through your theory parts and understand each and every points. At least read the features of income and expenditure account and receipt and payment account to get a clear understanding regarding the topic. What does it says, how these statements are prepared, on what basis those statements are prepared, what does they record, how does they record. All those things should be clear. Unless and until those things are clear in your mind, you won't understand the problem that we are going to solve today. So I am telling you again and again, please go through the theory part and clear your fundamentals regarding the chapter. Okay, so if you have any doubt regarding my earlier videos, you can ask me. Okay, but today, without wasting any time, let's move on. So as you can see, we are going to solve today question number 11, that is given as the illustration 11. Okay, these are the examples. So I have covered this notebook for the answer. Okay, because I will explain you the question and we will solve here. Okay. And the practice problem I will send you as the homework that you have to solve anyhow. Okay. So this is your Kalyani Publisher book. I will explain you and I will solve this. If you want, you can see the solution again. That's no issue of at all. Okay. So we are going to solve the illustration 11. So this is no way related to other chapter, but this is the question which you can solve without having any concept regarding this chapter. Okay, but the other problem that we are going to discuss ahead, that requires the clear understanding of the fundamentals. Okay, so let's move on. As you can see, we are going to discuss the question number 11. So please have a look. What does it says? It says calculation of depreciation when rate of depreciation is not given. That means the question demands to calculate the value of depreciation. Okay, so let us move to the question. Later on it says calculate the amount of depreciation to be charged to income and expenditure account for 31st March 2007. So this is the demand of the question. Let us see what are the information given. On the left side, as you can see, it given is furniture. Okay, what it is given? Furniture. So as you can see, it is the item that is given. Okay, so furniture. Then 2 more columns are there. As on 1st April 2006, that means the opening date of the accounting year, and then as on 31st March 2007, that is the closing date of the accounting year. So this accounting year is 1st April 2006 to 31st March 2007. Okay, and this is the item or the particular column or the item column which you can understand, or whatever you can understand in that manner. Okay, so this is the item, that is furniture. Opening balance and closing balance is given. Let us see what more information is given for the question with this regard. Okay, so next line it says purchase of furniture during the year 15,000. That means during this accounting year furniture is purchased for 15,000. Okay, the next it says sale of furniture during the year is 2,000. Got it? So the question demands that to calculate the value of depreciation to be charged to income and expenditure account. Okay, this is the question's demand. Now the information that is given for the calculation of depreciation is there is furniture. So the question depicts about the furniture. Opening balance is there, closing balance is there. Okay, then it also says that some furniture is purchased during the year and some are sold during the year. Now using this information you have to calculate the value of depreciation, and see here the rate of depreciation is not given, as the heading says calculation of depreciation when rate of depreciation is not given. Okay, so the value of depreciation is to be calculated without knowing the rate, and I hope not it is confirmed that the information that is given in the question is fair enough and is more than enough to calculate the value of depreciation without any fixed rate. Okay, so let us solve the question. Okay, so I have taken a small format for the calculation of the amount of depreciation. Okay, so we will use this format. It is not a specified format. I have just taken, one is the particular column and the another is the amount column. So without writing it roughly, it would be better that we should write it properly in a specified way. Okay, so that it will make you understand properly. Okay, so first of all, as per the question goes, we will write the opening balance of furniture first, because see it is the opening date, it is the opening value, so we have to write as the chronology. This is the for first time. Okay, so for the very beginning you have to write the opening balance of the furniture. Okay, so furniture as on it is given is 1 April 2006. So furniture as on 1 April 2006. The value given is 25,000. Okay, so the furniture value as on the opening balance given is 25,000, and it says as on closing date is 34,000. But see, within this gap there is a year. Okay, so within this gap there is a year, and within this year there are two more transactions, that is furniture is purchased and furniture is sold. Now see students, opening balance of furniture is given. So if you purchase the furniture during the year, what should it be done? It will be added or it will be deducted. Okay, it is clear or not? If furniture opening balance is there, that means this furniture may be purchased in the previous years. Okay, now it says during this accounting year some furniture is purchased, so it is very obvious what should be done. Obviously it should be added to the value, because for example you have a bicycle, okay, and you purchase another bicycle the very next year. So how many bicycles do you have? You have two bicycles. So it is very clear concept. So already furniture has some balance in the previous year that is purchased. Now some furniture is purchased in the current accounting year, so obviously that will be added. So I am writing over here. You can write it here add, or you can just put a symbol. Okay, okay, so I have written here add. So furniture purchased. Furniture purchased during the year. So how much furniture is purchased during the year? That is 15,000. Okay, now see, when you purchase a furniture, you get the value added, because you have purchased. So now we'll write the value here. How much you get when you add 25 and 15? You get it here 40,000. Clear? Now moving on to the next transaction. Very short question. It just has two transaction and two information based upon what you have to calculate the value of depreciation. Very short question. So these questions come as 3-mark question in your exams. So just understand this question. These are very simple. It is nowhere related to any sort of concepts. Okay. Now, so furniture is purchased. It is added to the opening balance. Okay. So that is 40,000. That means the total furniture now is 40,000. That means the total stock is 40,000. Remember students, we have solved a question related to cost of goods sold. There we used to write now opening stock, then add purchases, then less closing stock. So similarly we are doing the question and I have just made a format, okay, rough format. Then so the second transaction is sale of furniture during the year 2000. So see, total furniture in the business is 40,000, not business, non-profit making concern, okay, in the society or a club. So total furniture as stock is there 40,000. Now if you sell the furniture, do this value get reduced or does it get added up? Obviously the furniture value will get reduced because it is sold. Okay, so since it is sold, we will deduct over here. Furniture sold during the year. So how much furniture is sold during the year? That is 2000. As you can see, furniture sale of furniture during the year is 2000. So let us write here 2000. So if you make sale of an equipment or an asset, it gets reduced from the stock. So if you deduct 40,000 minus 2000, you get it over here is 38,000. As you can see, furniture as on 1st April, that is opening balance is 25,000. Furniture is added, that gets 15,000. So 40,000 it comes when it is added with the two values of the furniture. Then some amount of furniture is sold in the current accounting year. So that amount is deducted. So the now amount as on the current accounting year is 38,000. Okay. So there were two information and two transactions. So these two transactions are treated. If you purchase, it is added, and if you sell, it is deducted, because upon sale the stock gets reduced. Okay, nothing to get confused regarding this. The last information that we have now left in this question is the furniture value as on 31st March 2007. So students, it is very obvious that if opening balance is there and closing balance is there, you will obviously deduct the closing balance, because if you remember when we used to solve the question related to cost of goods sold, there opening stock is added with purchases and sales, sorry, not sales, but the closing stock was deducted. So you can call it as a closing stock. Okay, the same thing we are solving here, but we are not finding out the cost of goods sold, but the concept doesn't changes. Okay, so the closing balance will be obviously deducted from the rest of the balance in order to calculate the value of depreciation. Okay, so let us deduct that. So we'll write here as this is in the question, furniture as on 31st March 2007. So the value of furniture as on the closing balance is 34,000. Okay, got it why I am deducting it? I hope you understand. See, when you purchase, it gets added, when you sell, it gets deducted, and since opening balance is already there, the closing balance is used to be subtracted in order to calculate the value of depreciation. So how much you get? 4,000. So this is the answer. Okay, so the value of depreciation for the asset is 4,000. Okay, now I will make you prove how this 4,000 is the correct answer. Okay, so let us first write here, therefore the value of depreciation So I have written here the conclusion, therefore the value of depreciation on furniture is 4,000. Okay, so I hope you got the understanding regarding the problem, it is very easy. But now I will make you prove and the cross check whether this value is correct or not. See, how much amount of furniture do you have as the opening balance? That is 25,000. Okay. Now, how much furniture you have purchased? That is 15,000. So total is 40,000. So if you take as an example like 10%, so obviously the value comes as 4,000. No doubt rate is not given, but if you take 40,000 as the base and if you consider 10% is given as the rate of depreciation, definitely you will get the value that is 4,000. Okay, so I hope it make you clear and understand, and it is very easy, nothing to think about. There was a furniture is purchased, so added, and one of the furniture is sold, so it is deducted, and since opening balance is already there, the closing balance is used to be subtracted to get the value of depreciation on furniture. So this is the answer. If you don't understand, if you have any confusion, you can ask me. Okay, so let us move to our next question in this video. Okay, so students, next question we are going to solve is the treatment of specific fund. As you know, there are two types of funds, general fund and specific fund. General fund means the fund that are created without any objective or without any purpose. Specific funds are usually created in non-profit making concern for having a certain purpose, and you know very well those funds are treated as liabilities and are shown in the liability side of balance sheet. Since it is a short problem, we will just see the treatment of these transactions or these items in balance sheet. We don't need to, or we are not used to close the balance sheet or tally the balance sheet. Okay, again I am telling you, we are not used to close the balance sheet or tally the balance sheet. We have to just make the treatment of these transactions or these items in the balance sheet, because the specific funds that are existing in the non-profit making organization are shown in the liability side of balance sheet, because when a fund is generated for a particular purpose and that purpose is not met from those fund amount, that fund is treated to be as the liability of a particular organization. So that may be a sports fund or election fund or whatever kind of fund that we have discussed in the format of balance sheet of the non-profit making organization. As you know, these are the specific funds, and specific funds are treated as liability and shown in the liability side of balance sheet. So being this is a short question, we have to just make the treatment of these items and just we have to show how it is to be posted in balance sheet. We don't need to close the balance sheet or we don't need to tally, because we don't have any information regarding the income and expenditure account or other transactions. So definitely the balance sheet won't get the correct answer. So we just need to make the treatment of these items in balance sheet. So let us see what does the question say. We are going to solve the question number 14 that is given here. Okay, so see it properly. How will you deal with the sports fund items while preparing the final accounts of Chandigarh Club as on 31st March 2007? Clear? Okay, so see, the demand of the question is how will you treat these items related to the specific fund known as sports fund. Okay, so it says just show the treatment of items in the balance sheet. So let us see how it should be done. So before going to the question, see, I have taken a balance sheet over here on the same page where we have solved now the question. Since it is a smaller question, we will write it over here in the balance sheet. Okay, we will treat it over here how or which side the fund amount and the other transaction is to be written. So first it is given is sports fund. Okay, that is debit balance and credit balance is given. Now the thing is, you have to identify out of these transactions which is a asset, which is a liability, which is a expenses, which is a income. So depending on that, you can identify that which is a debit balance and which is a credit balance. So let me tell you, debit balance indicates expenses and assets. Credit balance indicates incomes and liabilities. So now the thing is, we have to categorize what these items are all about, whether it is a liability, whether it is an expenses, whether it is an income, or whether it is a asset. Okay, so first of all, the item given here is sports fund. So the value is, which of the value you have to take? 40,000. And see, it is very easier to identify because in this question it has given as a proper columns. Okay, proper column, so you can know to which amount does it indicate. Till then, we won't go for that. Sports fund is a liability. It is a specific fund, as I have told you, or it is also given in your theory part. Okay, you can read it for more understanding. So sports fund value is 40,000. Being it is a liability, it is a credit balance given as 40,000. Okay, so let us write in the liability side of balance sheet. Okay, we don't need to categorize the fixed liability or the current liability, as I have told you again. Okay, before, so we'll write over here sports fund, that is 40,000. Okay, so sports fund is a liability. I've just written it over here, that sports fund 40,000. Okay, now moving on to the next item, it is given here is sports fund investment. So see, sports fund investment is what? I've told you that specific funds are liability, but the specific fund investments are assets. See, these funds are generated for having a regular source of income to the organization. Okay, so when the funds get a targeted amount that you take out of surplus, like you make reserve in your trading organizations, here they used to generate certain funds, and they invest those funds in the market. That may be share market, that may be banks, that may be insurance companies, or that may be the government bonds, in order to get a regular source of income. So as you know, investments are always termed as the assets. So the sports fund investment is an asset and the value is 40,000. I hope you are getting it. See, the fund is generated for 40,000 and that is invested in the market. That is also same. Got it? So sports fund was generated, that is for the value 40,000. Now sports fund is invested in the market, the same thing. Okay. Now definitely when you invest it, you will get some income over it also, and there will definitely be some expenses related to this fund even. Okay. So sports fund investment is a asset. So let us write it on the asset side of balance sheet, and since the fund is of value 40,000, definitely the investment will be also for 40,000. So let us write it on the asset side of our balance sheet. Okay, we will write it over here. Sports fund investment. Okay, sports fund investment is 40,000. Let us move to another item. I hope you got it clear. Sports fund is a liability shown in the liability side of balance sheet. Sports fund investment is an asset, so that is shown in the asset side of balance sheet. And as I have told you, if you invest in the market, you get a regular source of income. And since that amount of fund in this form of sports fund that is invested in the market, definitely it gives some income. So third item, or the next item or transaction that is here, is interest on sports fund and sports and fund investments. Okay, so that is the value. So before I show you the value, if you get some income, what balance does it shows? It is a credit balance. So definitely see, it must be given in the credit side. See, 6,000. So it is given in the credit balance. So interest on sports and fund investment is 6,000. Okay, now how will you treat it? See, incomes are generally shown in the income and expenditure account. Okay, or the credit side of income and expenditure account, if I say more precisely. But the thing is, since it is a specific fund, okay, since it is a specific fund, all sort of treatments or all sort of transactions or items related to specific fund will be treated with the specific fund itself. I have shown you this thing in the format of balance sheet, that second video that I have uploaded. Okay, you must have seen the example. If you want, you can see the video again or the example of balance sheet again, where there is something specific fund in the non-profit making concern. Those funds are shown in the liability side of balance sheet. And most important thing, any sort of expenses, any sort of income related to those specific funds are treated or adjusted with the specific fund itself in the balance sheet, liability or asset side. They are not taken to the income and expenditure account. Got it? So any sort of income or expenses related to the specific fund, okay, they will be treated in the liability side of balance sheet itself. That means they will be adjusted with the specific fund itself. whether it is to be added or whether it is to be subtracted depends upon the nature of transaction or the items that are related to the specific fund. So we won't go for posting of this type of income to the income and expenditure account because this is a specific fund. So all sort of expenses and income will be treated with the specific fund itself that exists in the liability side of balance sheet. Okay. So see, interest on sports and fund investment. So this is a income, and income will be added always, as you know. So this income comes out of the sports fund investment. So definitely this value will increase the value of the fund. Okay. So we will add up this value with the sports fund that we have in the liability side of balance sheet. Okay. I hope it is not a point of confusion to you. So we will just put a plus symbol and we will write here interest on sports fund investment. So see, due to lack of space I am not writing full, but you please write full. So since I have made a investment, that is sports fund investment, definitely when investments are made in the market you will get a regular source of income. So that is why here it is written is interest on sports fund investment. Okay. So now let us write the value of interest that we got here. The value is 6,000. Okay. So here we will write 6,000. The next transaction is sports expenses. Now see, if you are generating a fund, definitely you have to make certain expenses related to that fund. Okay. And if there is any income related to the fund, you add. And similarly, when you have some expenses related to the fund, you will make those expenses out of the value taken out from the fund. Simple. So the sports expenses related to the specific fund will be deducted from the amount of the fund. So being an expenses by nature, it will obviously show a debit balance. So let us see how much it is. 3,500. Are you getting clear regarding the nature of these items? Okay. So see, liability, credit balance, asset, debit balance, income, credit balance. Again there is a sports expenses, that is again an expenses, so it will be shown as the debit balance. The last transaction is sports fees collected. I will tell you about this after I post the value of sports expenses. So being expense by nature, it is shown as the debit balance, that is 3,500. Okay. So if there is an expenses related to the specific fund, that amount of expenses will be deducted from the fund. Let us write over here. So since it is added up, the expenses will be deducted. Okay. Sports expenses. Sports expenses. That is 3,500. If you want, you can adjust the value in rough and you can put final amount here, and if you want you can make simultaneous calculation also, like I did here. Like if when you purchase you write the value, when you subtract you write the value. Okay. If you want you can write at a time, or if you want you can adjust the value one by one. Okay. So it is better if you write the value at a time. Okay. Now the next item given here is sports fees collected. So sports fees collected is the value you get. So it is obviously an income. So income shows credit balance, that is 1,000. Okay. So got it. If there is an expenses, it is debit balance, and sports fees collected means obviously you get it. So well, if you get some values, that is called income, and income is obviously a credit balance. So it will be added up to the fund because it increases the or enhances the value of the fund. Okay. Sports fees collected. So the value is 1,000. Okay. So we can write the final value over here. Again, as I have told you, it is not a complete question. We have just to make the treatment of the items or the transactions given in the question. Okay, so we don't need to tally the balance sheet, and we also cannot tally the balance sheet because we don't have complete information regarding the other transactions of the non-profit making concern. So as said in the question, it has just asked to treat these items or transactions in the balance sheet. So being it is a specific fund, as I have told you, I am telling you again, okay, because it is very important to identify. Since it is a specific fund, it is by nature it is a liability, and it is to be treated in the liability side of balance sheet, including its other adjustments. Okay, and since these expenses or income are related to this specific fund, they are not taken to income and expenditure account, because these expenses or income by nature are revenue items. But being a revenue nature of item, they are not taken to income and expenditure account, but they are treated to balance sheet specific fund in itself. Okay, there was a point I told you in my last video that there are certain expenses or there are certain revenue items that are capitalized. So these are the revenue items that are capitalized because of its nature of the fund. Okay, so the nature of fund is specific, and these type of expenses and incomes are related to this fund, so they are adjusted or treated with the fund itself in the balance sheet. Okay, so the question asked us to treat these items, not to make the complete balance sheet. So I am writing over here the final amount, that is, see, sports fund value is 40,000. When you add the interest is 6,000, so the total amount comes 46,000. Then you made an expenses of 3,500. So how much do you get when you subtract 3,500 from 46,000? You get here is 42,500. Now there is an income or the collection amount that you got related to your sports, that is sports fees collected, is 1,000. So when you add this 1,000 to your adjusted value 42,500, you get over here is 43,500. Okay, and here it is sports fund investment 40,000. See, one more thing I want to tell you is, if you want to put the item same over here, since it is an asset side, you can write it over here, cash in hand balancing figure or cash at bank balancing figure. Okay, but if you don't want, you can put this value like this only, because the question only asked us to treat these values. As you can see here, it has said, how will you deal with the sports fund items while preparing the final accounts of Chandigarh club? So it has asked to treat these items or the transactions to the balance sheet, that we have done already. Okay, so if you want, you can put this value as it is, and after treatment you can leave it. So there is no need of doing any other things. But if you want, in the alternate way, you can put this total amount here same, and the remaining amount that is here deficit, you can put it as cash in hand or cash at bank to make it total same. So let us do that. But I am telling you again and again, this is not the demand of the question, or it is also not essential or required, but just we have a what should I say, a stereotype that we should tally the balance sheet. So okay, so for that purpose only I am writing over here. You can write any asset, but if you write cash at bank or cash balances, it is better. Okay, so see, the total value here is 43,500 and here it is 40,000. So the remaining value is 3,500. That is why I am written here balancing figure. Okay, now we will write over here total here also. So this is the total of the balance sheet. Okay, so see, it is a fund, it is a liability shown in the liability of balance sheet, and that fund when invested in the market gets by nature it is given the name as the assets. So shown in the asset side of balance sheet, and as you can see, the same amount of fund is invested in the market, and when you get some income, it is added to the fund, and when you make expenses related to that fund, that is deducted. Okay, so this is what the treatment of these items in balance sheet. If you have any doubt regarding these items, that how I treated, you can ask me, and I will also send you some questions as your task to solve. Okay, it is very easy question, just the treatment of fund is to be made in the balance sheet and nothing else. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me, but soon I will send you some questions regarding this. Likewise, I have solved here, that is your calculation of depreciation and treatment of specific fund. So these are two different nature of items, okay, or the different nature of questions. That is why I have solved in this video, because I could solve the same nature of questions also, but I have to give you certain tasks related to these two questions. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding these two questions, please don't hesitate and ask me. Okay, so this is all about today's class. Thank you.